Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
Trump lit.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
This is not tonight's stream. This is not tonight's stream. There's no ticker with this. There's no bunch of topics. This is just one topic, one thing before the stream tonight and everything like that. People kept asking me. I got a phone call. I just had a 30-minute phone call with someone talking about the team and the game. People have been texting me. People have been sending me voice messages, everything like that. And a lot of people has just said they just ready for the rant and things of that sort. So with that being said, I feel like I got a lot of my rant out in the phone call, the 30-minute phone call I just had, but you never know where emotions take you and things of that sort. First things first, I want to look into the camera and say this. Atlanta Dream organization, thank you so much for allowing me media access to the organization this season. Liam, the whole team, the whole PR team, everybody like that for sure. This was my first season covering the team fully, exclusively, independently under just Rashad Milligan and the channel and things of that sort. So I'm eternally grateful for that. You guys have always treated me well in the past, but I also had kind of larger corporations and names and media attached to me at those times. So for you to entrust me with similar type of access and similar type of treatment and just checking in on me, making sure I'm good as an independent, I appreciate that. Okay, what else do I want to say? Anything else I want to say? Let's get to it, bro. All right, so a lot of people were waiting for me to do the rant because they said I was right, and I said I was right as well. I'm not gonna lie. This team, I want to start off by saying this too. Is my third time start off by saying this. This team, despite all of its flaws, still had the opportunity to win a championship. Despite all the flaws it had, despite this was wrong, the team was so talented and so perfectly crafted. Shout out to Dan, GM Dan over there in the front office. The team was so perfectly crafted to Ryan Howard's liking. Is her franchise. She was the number one pick. She was the one they building this whole franchise, this whole shebang around. This era in Atlanta Dream basketball will be known as the Ryan Howard era. You have the Angel McCoughtry era. You have the Nikki Collin era. You have the Kennedy Carter era. You have the little tender bites and chicken tender bite, whatever the food truck is called. Little fiasco. And then you have the Ryan Howard era. The Ryan Howard era has been built for, you get it, Ryan Howard. This is the most perfect team possibly constructed around Ryan to succeed and win a WNBA championship. Despite everything that happened this season. And we're going to get to that. Let me get into it. It's been 3.5 minutes, Rashad. Stop yapping. Get to it. Just get to it, Rashad. Just get to it. What are you doing? Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up. We'll pull up the box score, and then we'll go from there, all right? Okay, all right, cool beans. Let's do it. All right, so we're going to go to tonight. Vegas is playing right now, by the way. And that game is pretty close. Let them jokers lose. I don't know what the heck we're going to talk about tonight. I guess just a bunch of upsets. Okay. So you build a perfect team, everything like that around Ryan Howard. This was kind of like a one and done deal, bro. Brittany Griner was on a 1-year deal. She's, of course, at the latter stages of her career and things of that sort, you have to capitalize on all this. They get you Jordan Canada a couple years ago. Before that, or a year before that, they get you Alicia Gray. Leash becomes an MVP, top 5 MVP candidate. Doesn't get any better than that. And then, can it get any better than that? You lose Cheyenne Parker, all-star center. A bit undersized, but she became an all-star in a role and things of that sort. You get 2 front court all-stars to replace her. Brittany Griner and Bree Jones. You get one of the best coaches in college basketball to come coach your team, so you can't blame the coach anymore. It's all on you. People were scratching their heads why they get 2 traditional bigs when this new coach is nothing but shoot threes, running, shoot threes, running, shoot threes. I said, look, great players find it. Great players are going to find a way to do what they have to do. Also, I haven't watched the full press conference yet. I haven't. But the people I talked to who were at the press conferences and things of that sort, we have discussed, they apparently said, they as in the Atlanta Dream, apparently said, no one expected us to be here. Proud of this team and how far we came. No one expected us to be here. What are you talking about? The team has in the starting lineup. Here we go. Jordan Canada, all-star, perennial all-star. Leisha Gray, top 5 MVP candidate, multi-time all-star. Bree Jones, multi-time all-star. Ryan Howard, multi-time all-star. Nas Hillman, 6th player of the year. Brittany Griner, multi-time all-star. Those are 6 all-star, 5 all-stars, and the 6th woman and the 6th player of the year. What are we talking about right now? Oh, the Dream. No one expected us. The whole starting lineup is all-stars. What are we talking about? The whole starting 5, they're all all-stars. What are you talking about? No one expected us to be here. Everybody expected you to at least be here. The only reason why there were any doubts, which I said in the preseason as well. So if we want to go back to who Rashad, I took a beating publicly for the things I said about this team, simply because of the fact I'm from Atlanta. And it wasn't just from today. I know you. Now I'm not just putting today you and me on Front Street, because you and me, she done read my stories since 2018, everything like that, done supported me the long way. I appreciate it, you and me. This is multiple people who have criticized and attacked my criticism and critiques of this team and the holes and things of that sort. I looked at this team in the preseason. I said, man, they're really good on paper, but it's something Atlanta just always it makes sense on paper. And then when it comes down to it, it just I expect them to be around a 4 seed. They should be a top 4 seed. There's no excuse for it. But sometimes they joke just every single time, right? I said that in the preseason before the season, right? So here we go. We get to the season. Atlanta overachieved. So anything that we didn't expect, no one expected us to get this far. No one expected us to be here. If you're talking about a number 2-3 seed, whoop-de-doo. You got the number 2-3 seed, whoop-de-doo. And you lost the game-deciding game at home. The series deciding, the season deciding game at home. So what does that mean? What does the 2nd, 3rd seed mean if you're just going to lose in the first round to a team? But this is the Indiana Fever. Hold on. Let's pull up the Indiana Fever side. The Indiana Fever right now are literally Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hole, and a bunch of 10-day contract players. You lost to a roster of 10-day contract players with, once again, let's go to your roster. Jordan Canada, fringe all-star. Alicia Gray, multi-time actual all-star, top 5 MVP candidate. Bree Jones, multi-time all-star, former defensive player of the year. Ryan Howard, multi-time all-star, former rookie of the year, Olympic gold medals, whatever the heck. Brittany Griner, one of the greatest players of all time and a multi-time all-star. You had 5 all-stars and the 6th player of the year. That was your top 6 rotate. And you lost to a roster of 10-day players? These jokers ain't even have teams 2 months ago. It ain't no excuse. I don't want to, man. I seen someone text me talking about the refs, man. The refs. Indiana got 24 foul shots versus 11 foul shots. I don't want to hear Nathaniel. With the talent disparity there, man, the ref should have gave him a 100-point start, a 100-point head start for the Indiana Fever. With that roster and the Atlanta Dream roster, once again, multi future Hall of Famers. Whole starting lineup is all stars. And then you got the 6th player of the year coming off the bench. Is no excuse. No excuse for the game to even have been that close. There's no excuse for them to lose in game 2 the way they lost in game 2. Despite all of the stuff that I'm about to continue to talk about in this video. Despite all of it, I still thought going into the playoffs, the Atlanta Dream had a slight chance to win the WNBA championship. You know why? Because to be honest, when them jokers is clicking and they playing up to their potential, every single person, you have Pow, one of the Rookie of the Year candidates. My solar is cracking up. Anyways, we're going to get to that, right? Despite all of that, when them jokers is clicking, ain't too many teams can beat them. Only Las Vegas can beat them in the league when they are all clicking. Minnesota can't beat them. New York, they can give them a run, but they can't beat them. Las Vegas Aces are the only team that can beat the Atlanta Dream when the Atlanta Dream are clicking. So despite all the mess and criticism I gave them, I still gave them a slight chance to win the WNBA championship going into the postseason. So we get to the playoffs. 10-day contract, Indiana Fever. Kind of struggled with them in the first game, but you end up pulling it out. You say it's really important because, they're crowd in Indiana, everything like that. Then we get to game 2. Game 2, them jokers come out flat. They lose by 20-plus points to a bunch of players who didn't have a team in July. Aerial Powers just got signed by the Golden State Valkyries. Shout out to AP. YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube, everything like that. Amazing content creator. This is no shade, AP. I'm just stating the facts. Aerial Powers signed to a little 10 days, 7 day, 5, whatever the case was with Golden State, was released right before I said, gosh, Lynch, you just signed 48 hours ago. She said, thank you so much, Golden State. I love the fans showing me love. She got released right when she posted, right when she clicked post on that post. That's when she got cut from the Golden State Valkyries a couple months ago. I said, dang. Aerial Powers gets signed to Indiana. Breezy Hall. Shouts out to the South Carolina fans watching this right now. Breezy Hall gets cut by Indiana in the preseason. Goes to Golden State, gets cut by Golden State, goes back to Indiana, gets cut, goes back to Golden State, get cut, go back to Indiana, get cut. Back. That's the roster that you guys lost 20-plus points to. And those are all professionals. Those are all WNBA players. At the end of the day, you all are all-stars. This whole Pat Bev versus Trae Young thing, what did Trae Young say? He said, yeah, you made the league. That's great. That's everything. You know what I'm saying? You a pro's pro. You served your place in the league, man. Salute. I'm an all-star. Y'all got 6 all-stars against a team of two-way talent, against a team of expansion roster rejects. These jokers got cut by the expansion team. The expansion team was created for the players who got cut from their rosters. These jokers got cut from the expansion team. Odyssey Sims played for 3-4 different teams every season. She a 10-day contract veteran at this point. This is who you lost 20-plus points to. At the game, Tyrese Halliburton waving the towel under the basket. The crowd is loud. The Gainbridge Fieldhouse is loud. It's loud. It's loud. And you know where my mind went to? It went immediately to the end of the regular season when the Atlanta Dream hosted the Las Vegas Aces. And the crowd was chanting MVP for Asia Wilson at the end of the game. And then Ryan Howard gets up there on that podium and she says, we got players from South Carolina too. I don't like y'all cheering for Asia Wilson. Y'all need to cheer for the Dream. We in Atlanta. Y'all need to cheer for us. I said, okay, the mentality is not there. This isn't a WNBA championship mentality right here. What are we doing? Okay, all right, Ryan. She was just frustrated. She not holding back. She keeping it honest. She keeping it P, whatever the case might be, right? So that was the case. But then we get to game 2 in Indiana where you're facing a bunch of 10-day contract players in the Leah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell and Lexi Hole, and you lose by 20-plus points. And it's louder than ever. I can hear it through the TV. I said, oh, the mentality, the little slimmer of hope that I gave them to win a game 5 on the road against the Las Vegas Aces, oh, throw that out the window. They ain't got it. They don't have it mentally. I did still expect them to win game 3, though, and then lose ultimately to the Vegas Aces in the semifinals. So, yeah, that's when I knew you didn't have the mentality to win it all. And I was like, man, that's crazy. Despite all this talent, that's how it's going to go down. They get back game 3. Ryan Howard, I got to give Ryan her props right here. She comes out, hits the first couple shots, looks at the crowd. The crowd's still empty because they coming in from the Atlanta rush hour traffic. If you ever been to Gateway Arena, it's a small arena, and the parking lot is only like 2 places to kind of enter if you're going through the front because they close off the back to VIP only and things of that sort. And then the other port is where the away team come on the bus and stuff like that. So you only have 2 ports, and you got about 3,000 fans coming all at the same time because, everybody in Atlanta show up late. That's just Atlanta. It's like Miami, right? So it's still kind of half empty at the beginning. Ryan Howard hit the first couple shots. She looked at the crowd. She go, let's go, make some noise. Get up. I said, I like this energy, Ryan. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is your city. Take the keys. That's the exact same thing I've been telling Ryan since she was a rookie. This your city. Take the keys. This your city. This is your city right here. You run this place. It's you and Trae Young right now. Y'all run it. Julio Jones retired. It's you and Trae Young. Every single time. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to. Okay. All right. Bet. So start off like that. Bree Jones and AB still going at it down low. Beautiful matchup in the trenches all series long and stuff like that. Salute to both of them. That's great basketball. My hat's off. Salute. Then Atlanta makes a run. Indiana kind of makes a little run. Atlanta makes a run. Basketball's a game of runs. Then Atlanta makes a huge run. Now they are by 8 points. These jokers come all the way back to get within 2 points. It's a timeout. I said, okay, here we go again. So now you have to withstand storm the weather. This comes back to the mentality. This comes back to, I don't like y'all cheering for Asia. This comes back to losing by 20 points. So a bunch of 10-day contracts in the WNBA playoffs. When you could have swept them up. You're playing with your food. Could have got some rest before the semifinals. Because you got a tall task when you're facing the co-defensive player of the year and the co-MVP, whatever the case is, right? You play with your food to the point where you got blown out. You got caught sleeping. You come back. You have a lead, a huge lead, 5-point lead with 2 minutes left against a bunch of 10-day contracts. You the MVPs. You the GOATs. You the future Hall of Famers. You the All-Stars. And what y'all do, y'all blow the lead again. Oh, y'all didn't like that lead we blew? Here go 2 more. You blew another lead. How did they blow another lead, Rashad? Well, I'll tell you. In the last minute, this is what we saw. Ryan Howard. Someone set a huge screen for you to get open to where the Indiana Fever defender was on the floor and the whole Indiana Fever bench was, Mario. You were wide open. Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick. Ay! Side of the rim. Okay. All right. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. It's getting late, but we're going to keep going. So then we go back. I'm not sure if this is in sequence. This is just how I remember all the plays. Lexi Ho. Okay, good defense, Jordan Canada. Good defense. Good switch, Nas Hillman. Okay, now Lexi Ho starting to turn the corner on Nas Hillman. Who needs the help on the backside? Bree Jones. Bree Jones gets beat at that moment right there. Time, coach. Get Bree out of. Thank you, Bree, for all that you did. You played an amazing game offensively, and you're one of the reasons why we even have the league right now and why we in this game right now at this point of the game. But you're tired. You're tired right now. Brittany Griner, BG, time to get back in and finish off the game the last minute and a half. That did not happen. So, Bree Jones gets beat right there. Lexi Ho gets the open layup. I believe at this point, it's either a 1-point game, a tie game, or Indiana might even be taking the lead. I think it was a 1-point game. Atlanta still had the lead. So now Atlanta goes back. I'm not sure if this is in chronological order, but they're moving the ball well. Bree Jones gets it on the block again. Post up. Ryan Howard is moving off the ball. She calls for it in the corner, but she's still dashing. Bree Jones gets it to her on the wing. Turnover. Ryan Howard looking at Bree Jones like, "Hey man, what are we doing right now? Timeout, Indiana. What's going on? Everybody else, keep your head up. Good play. We still in it. Next play. I'm not sure if this is chronological order. Okay, help defense. Someone is caught sleeping at the top of the key. Meanwhile, Aaliyah Boston slips to the backdoor cut. Easy layup to take the lead. First lead since 7-5. First lead since like the first quarter. Who is that fell asleep at the top of the key? Once again, it was another blown assignment by Bree Jones. What did I say after Lacey Holt turned that corner on Nas Hillman and had the wide open layup and Bree Jones was supposed to help and she couldn't get to her fast enough? Bree Jones is tired, coach. Put in Brittany Griner. That did not happen. So what happens? Bree Jones gets caught sleeping at the top of the key because probably Bree Jones is tired. And Aaliyah Boston gets a wide open layup with 7.5 seconds left. So now we have 7.5 seconds left. Now we face another issue that the Dream have had all season long. The Dream have had terrible late game calls, terrible final play possessions, everything like that drawn up for you. It's been bad all season. It's been ugly all year. This team, going back to 2022, NBA draft, WNBA draft, number 1 pick, Ryan Howard. Billboard's Ryan Howard. Team built around Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard takes a lot of these last shots. And a lot of them she has missed. A lot of them she's forced and everything like that. They've just been bad shots, bro. So what's Smesco got her doing? Take out the ball, then, dang. Take out the ball. So Ryan takes out the ball, bro. Okay, that's 1. Ryan Howard. 2, Alicia Gray. You the top 5 MVP candidate. Everybody's saying you the best player on the team now. Everybody done said that. It's stamped. You a top 5 MVP candidate of 2025. Leash, goggles. Oh my goodness, she could do it all. Shouts out to Tim as well. Shouts out to the children's books. Y'all doing amazing things in the community. The hometown Georgia girl is back in the building. Shout out to Alicia Gray. Alicia Gray scared to shoot the ball at the end of the games, bro. I remember, I think it was, I don't actually remember the game. It might have been like Vegas, right? End of the regular season. Leash gets the ball on a handoff, and she looked like she ain't even looking at the rim. The only thing she looking at, this might have been the play, get the ball back to Ryan, but she literally just looking at a way to get the ball back to Ryan Howard. The moment too big for her. That's 2. And Ryan just bricked the 3, by the way. Wide open 3. Ryan just bricked the wide open 3. Second, Ryan been missing big shots at the end of the game all year. She sent them in the past, but not this season. 2, Leash looked like she too scared to shoot the ball when she get the ball at the end of the game. So, Brittany Griner's not in the game. She ain't been in the game for 2 minutes. You don't want to throw no cold legs in there at this point. Who is the option I'm going to? Nas Hillman. Sometimes she can hit threes. Do you want to depend? Fate of the universe on the line. I want Nas Hillman. Is that necessarily your future, your destiny? I don't know. My option was Jordan Canada. Jordan Canada might be 3 or 4 on the option list in those type of situations. However, Jordan Canada to that point was making every tough shot, and she was making every shot down the stretch. She was keeping Atlanta in it. She was their emotional leader. She was showing the most heart. I have to give it up for Jordan Canada, bro. So that's Jordan Canada. Get the ball to Jordan Canada. Let Jordan Canada win the game for you. Let put the fate of the season in her hands. Ryan, she has the courage and the bravery, everything like that to take the last shot. She's been missing them all season. Leash, your MVP candidate, she looked like she too scared at the moment. The one that had it was Jordan Canada. So look, they draw a play up, as pointed out, for Nas Hillman near the basket. Backdoor cut. AB shuts that off. The Indiana Fever defense shuts that off. They're not letting it happen. Guess who comes up to the ball on the inbound? And it's wide open, by the way. Jordan freaking Canada. 7.5 seconds. The player I want to get the ball. Ryan looks at her, looks her off, and looks to still get the ball to Nas Hillman down underneath the basket. Eventually, a timeout was called by Ryan Howard because they had an extra timeout to spare. Okay, what's going on? Next play comes, same inbound, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Let me get the ball in. Get the ball in. Get the ball in. Stolen. Season right up there in flames, bro. Season there right up in flames, bro. And there it is. So now you walking back with the I don't know what's going on face. Are we still in it? Odyssey Sims missed the first free throw, makes the second one. We got a reset timeout. Tahina Papau comes in the game. Your best three-point shooter. She darn near shooting 50% from 3 all season. Why Was she a decoy? Like, what you would if Bree Jones ain't never shot a 3-pointer all season? She done took about probably 3, made about 1. Why is the fate of the universe on the line? Why is Bree Jones in the game, bro? It's just an offensive possession. It's only 1.2 seconds left. It's not like you can make a shot and then they foul and now you don't have Bree Jones in the game to defend the paint. No, that's not the case. The case is you have 1.2 seconds to make an offensive play. Why not put in 5 shooters? We going 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 spread. That's what we doing. I want the case. Ball went to Bree Jones. Bree Jones struggled to get a shot up before the buzzer. At least she got a shot up before the buzzer. Had to do that with the season on the line. Miss. Season over, game over. It goes back to late game execution that we called out beforehand. Ryan Howard, once again, I always say this. The reason why I'm so tough on Ryan Howard is because she's one of the best players in the league, in the world, hands down. Yeah, with Ryan Howard, it's you get the fiery Ryan Howard that's making every shot at the beginning of the game. You got the Ryan Howard that makes a big shot in the final 3 minutes of the game and go. And then you have the Ryan Howard that made a couple mistakes at the end of the night. Bree Jones made mistakes too. This ain't just on Ryan. But ultimately, Coach Smesko got to get some of the blame, bro. I know he was up for Coach of the Year and he got a lot of votes for it and things of that sort. And shouts out to Coach Nakase for sure. Congratulations to her for sure. However, the one gleaming thing that was so bad with this team was who gets the ball last. The team never determined that. 40 games, they never determined that. And it showed its ugly rear end tonight. That's what happens. Indiana goes to the next round. Let me see if Vegas is still struggling. But before I get off here, we going live tonight. This was not the stream. This is literally just me. Vegas still struggling. 4 minutes left. Well, I'm going to watch the end of this game. And then I'm probably going to go to sleep because I'm already slurring my words right now. And then get up. We're going to stream. We're going to do the full thing. And the press conferences will be uploaded tonight. Trust. Once again, thank you, Atlanta Dream, for the access this season. It's very frustrating to see. Where'd he go from here? Where do you go from here? I think Brittany Griner should leave. I think Bree Jones has kind of solidified herself as the 5 in Atlanta. If Brittany Griner wants to stay because she has family, okay, I'll keep 2 Hall of Fame centers up front. Hey, I ain't complaining. If she wants to stay for the sake of family, do that. Tahina Pau got to get, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how her and Jordan are going to work out in the summer. I don't know if they just need to do runs or whatever. I say in the summer, in the winter, before AU. But learn how to coexist with each other and split up those minutes between them 2 jokers, man. Because Pau's it and Jordan Canada is still Jordan Canada. In the draft, at this point, you know what I'm saying? I said I was rooting for, I really wanted to see Big Foe go number 1. I wanted to see Flau'jae go number 1. At this point, forget that. All the little European overseas prospects that y'all like so much, and y'all like Lauren Betts so much, and y'all like AZ Fuzz so much, go ahead and take them. Flau'jae, slide on down to the Atlanta Dream, come back home. Let's get this thing back. Let's let a fire under the starters behind. So when the starters don't do what they supposed to do, when the all-stars don't do what they supposed to do in the moments they supposed to do it, I saw you win a national championship as a freshman. I saw you spin move up and under. I saw you block Lauren Betts twice in back-to-back years. I know you got that dog in you. I know you got that competitive spirit in you. And I know you got that pride for your home state of Georgia. Come on over. Slide on over to the Dream. So what do I think the Dream should do? I think it's cool if they let BG walk. I think you keep the team together. The beautiful part about women's basketball growing is that every couple years now, it feels like we get in like a new generational type of player. We about to get Special K in a couple years down in high school. We about to get Juju in the league in a couple years. We just had Paige, and before that, we had Caitlin and Angel. So you can reset. You can press the reset button at any time. Because one of these drafts is gonna have someone. You trade Ryan Howard for a first round pick, this and that. When you want to blow up the Ryan Howard era and everything like that, I say, why not continue to go along with it? Ryan is in her third, fourth year, so is Nas. Nas is coming along wonderfully, beautifully, forced herself into the lineup with a 3-point coach. And they said, how's Nas Tillman going to survive? Not only did you survive, baby girl, you thrived and you became the WNBA 6th Player of the Year. Nas Tillman, man. But I think you give the Ryan Howard era a few more years, at least. You know what I'm saying? 5, 6 years. Because like I said, like the game is getting so better. Like there's a special prospect every couple years. And so yeah, that's what I think should happen. Hope that Fly J falls down to you and like pick 7, pick 8, whatever the case might be, right? Oh, they ain't picking that high now. They probably picking like 13. They was like the number 2 seed. They was like the number 3 seed and things of that sort. But you know what I'm saying? I even lost my train of thought. I'll be live again in a couple hours. Don't worry about it with the full show. I'll be rested, all that good stuff. But yeah, that's it for the Atlanta Dream. That's it. That's all I got. Peace.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.